What is up, everybody? We are back with another week of the LTM going up against Grandmaster D-Ray, and I believe their team name is called the San Diego Spirits. You can see their full team right here. They have stuff like Jugulus was their big pick, Klefki, Scarlet, big threat, one of my absolute favorites, Vivillon. So really cool stuff, and I really like the Vivillon pattern they actually have on that team. That being said, they brought mostly what I thought they were going to bring. I knew Dom Fan was going to be coming. They're probably really surprised to see Regieleki, but at the same time, I'm probably going to be disguising my Zoroark as the Regieleki. The Dom Fan's going to pivot in, maybe take a tick of rocks damage, and just go down to a Grass Knot. And then from there, Regieleki sweeps their whole team. They have Dark Terra Jugulus and Ghost Terra Vivillon. So actually, stuff like man, this thing's going to tear them apart. Ant-Man going ham here. Let me see. What do I want to do here? I think the order was these 6 that I wanted for my Zoroark to correctly work. I think Gardevoir's a really good lead here. Just being able to, like, taunt things, you know, big value. So we're going to go Gardevoir, Zoroark, Ant-Man, Tyrese Halliburton throwing bombs out here, Torterra, and Regieleki. So this should be what I'm looking for here. Hopefully we have a good week. We have very, very aggressive mons here. Double Life Orb tech is going to be pretty cool. I actually really like our Zoroark set too, if we want to take a look at it for a sec. We're rocking like a defense reduced nature Zoroark with just enough speed to outspeed, I think, like Modest Jugulus. And, like, we actually do decent damage with that Sucker Punch, especially boost up that Life Orb. So, I wonder if we're going to get a chance to use that. That might come in clutch for Scarlet, being able to, like, pin them if they want to go for, like, a Shadow Sneak. If that Scarlet starts popping off with, like, a weak armor set, Sucker Punch is just going to clean it up. Hopefully, right? I don't think they're going to go for a Shadow Sneak into a Zoroark, right? So, this is exactly what I wanted to see off the rip. I'm just going to taunt this guy. If they want to go for something like an Earthquake to pin, I think, first of all, I'm going to trace that's 30. That's value right there. Holy moly. I mean, I got a sash anyways, but now that, yeah, I wonder if they're actually just going to try and break it. But yeah, we're just going to taunt here, stop rocks, and then from there, if they want to try and go for like an Earthquake to break our new sturdy, what we're going to do is just Destiny Bomb them. And then once they're gone, like I said, Regieleki should be able to clean up. So taunt's pretty good here. Hopefully they're not Scarf one now. And we're full speed anyways. We're rocking just the standard sash set on this Gardevoir, nothing too spectacular. And I just want to deny rocks. I think rocks have given me a hard time this draft so far. Rocks are giving me a bad time. I'm giving my opponents a little bit too much credit, and they just keep leading rock setters. I'm like, hey, if that's how we're going to do it, like, I'm just going to taunt you and take a slight advantage. So they're really thinking about what they want to do here. I wonder if they know that, like, we could just taunt. Like, I wonder if that's, like, what they think. Or if they think this is Zoroark, you know? They're probably thinking it could be. There's the pivot. So, and the thing is, the cool thing about leading taunt Gardevoir is, like, Zoroark gets taunt too. So it's like, is this Zoroark? Oh yeah, loving it. I actually, I think Gardevoir is like the perfect lead into their team, right? If you actually think about it, Gardevoir is like the perfect lead. If we lead Gardevoir into Klefki, we trace Prankster, and then we just taunt them. And if we lead Gardevoir into Scarlet, we trace Flashfire. They have to go for like normal, they have to go for ghost attacks, we pivot Blissey. If we do here, we copy the Sturdy. Go here, we copy the Levitate. I just really think it was a cool lead here. And now they're taunted. They pivoted in on a taunt. Like, what are they going to do? Go for, like, I don't even know. What are they going to do here? I think I can just Moonblast their 6. Moonblast is good damage into almost all of those. No, it's not that great into Scarlet, but I don't really care about Scarlet because I have a Sturdy and a Sash. I'll Moonblast. I think they probably have some sort of attack here, but, like, I would not mind just Destiny Bonding out. I just wanted to deny rocks a little bit. I'm just thinking, though. Just thinking a little bit. Pivoting in on a taunt is so funny. I bet you they think this is Zoroark, too. Yeah, I'm just going to go for a Moonblast. Double pivot. Okay, we're cooking. Now, they probably know this is Zoroark now that they see the Moonblast, but let's see if it's Slowbro. Good play from them. That is, the correct play is Slowbro here. Pins the Gardevoir. Can we get a special attack drop? I've never seen that thing shiny, by the way. Do I care about this Pokemon? I don't particularly care. I also don't particularly need to pivot. Psychic's neutral against this. I'll use Psychic. I'm not too shook up about this. Don't need to taunt it. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Shell Cider? I'm like, I got Sturdy and a Sash, bro. No Quick Draw for you. I don't even know if you can use Quick Draw. I don't know if that's legal. Shell Sidearm. Does this thing, can you actually use Quick Draw on this? I might get poison here too. That's completely fine. Sturdy Lamau. Sash? Oh, never lucky. That's really, really unfortunate. Oh, I hate that. Oh, that's like the worst thing ever. Damn, never lucky. Okay. They have a Spadef drop. It's too... Is it too early to bring out Regieleki? Or Zoroark disguised as Lucky? It might be. I think this is fine. This is just good into that Mon. Yeah. We also double tap the Donphan too. Like if we just Night Daze here. So Night Daze cleans up here. And like what do they have to pivot in? Like Klefki? Like we are a dark type, what is Flamethrower? They can't do anything weird. So I'm gonna Night Daze here. I'd like it if they just stayed in. They might be a Regenerator. Awesome. This is gonna be Donphan or Klefki, right? Let's see it. Yes, that's what I wanted. So I need to hit this to break Sturdy. But then, yeah, awesome. And I'm going to go for... Oh, an Accuracy Drop. Love it. I could probably get away with Flamethrower here, honestly. I think Flamethrower is fine. It pins the Klefki too. And getting that chip damage there was like absolutely amazing. Super important. Yep, you're pivoting. Okay, Road Trip. There it is. It's almost like I play the game, boys and girls. Life Orb Zoroark is clutch right now. Pick a burn. Burn, burn, burn. Never lucky. Alright, so you can put up a screen. Flamethrower is fine. I'm going to Night Daze in case they want to pivot to Scarlet here to get a Flashfire proc. And we haven't shown that, what is that? We haven't shown the Grass Knot, which isn't that important at this point in the game. I think they're just going to get a fadeaway screen here and go down. I could Flamethrower again. Yeah, Spikes is cool. We don't have a Spinner, but our only Sash user is gone anyways, so it's fine. Spikes Klefki is rad. That is a KO for Zoroark. We are gaming. Alright, so who comes in here? This is where if they had like a Jugulus set that wanted to do weird stuff, like set up like massively like booster energy or something like that, we also have like a red card Blissey. So like we're not going to let them completely like sweep and set us up. Like this is our one phaser to kind of get out of jail free card, and it'd be really good at like locking up a booster Jugulus that wants to sweep. And this is where Scarlet is like, there's Jugs right there, holy moly, let's go. Little known fact, we used to have a cat called Jub. He was a black cat. Oh, it's not booster. And we called him Jugs. It was always so funny. All right, so honestly, none of these moves are really that great here, but I don't necessarily need this Mon. That being said, like, that's a bad pivot. I kind of want to save my Blissey, but, like, what are they doing? I think I could just pivot in my Blissey, take the L, and then go into a Slitherwing type board. I don't think there's necessarily a problem with that. That's fine. What are you going to do, like, Nasty Plot? I don't want to lose my Zoroark here. There's no reason to. And honestly, I'd rather have Spikes up, I think, than like a screen. Here we go. Spikes. Nasty Plot. Sub. Knockoff. Cool. Knockoff's actually going to stop me from doing the thing that I wanted to do. Yeah, that sucks. But I guess I'll get rocks out of it, you know. Ooh, I could Soft Wild here. I could Ice Beam here too. I'm going to Ice Beam. I think they might pivot in Donphan, thinking that I'm Roxing, and then they might be able to think they leverage advantage, but like this is just neutral versus both of those. Awesome. Taunt. Yeah, I'm not gonna use Soft Wild or Stealth Rocks. Now we click damage here. Taunt's a good move. You know what else is a good move? Ice Beam. Serene Grace, 20% chance freeze. Give me that. Give me that. Gimme. Never lucky. Okay. None of their Mons really want to deal with this. I think that you might switch in Scarlet here, because Scarlet is a great Mon into this exact spot, but if I catch the Scarlet on that pivot, I would just win the game. You're not pivoting Donphan on Ice Beam. You're not pivoting Vivillon on Ice Beam. Right? So let's see it. Show me Scarlet. You can stay, what are you going to do? Like knockoff, Hurricane, U-turn? You know, don't really care. And now that I know this thing is not a setup set, like I didn't even need my red card, honestly. I was just being respectful. Send me Scarlet. I'll give you a 60% chance para. What is this? Slower maybe? Yeah, that's fine. Good para chance here too. Let's go. Downtown Halliburton. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. The old buzzer beater. Oh, that's so rad. And I think I just chill here. It looks AV to me, doesn't it? That looks AV. That's giving big AV. Okay. They gotta keep... I think I'm just going to use Ice Beam here. Just let me think. Last turn of Taunt. Yeah, I'm just gonna Ice Beam. It's standard damage. I'll soak a Cell Sidearm, and then like we're fine. And then like I might even be able to like recover out. It's totally possible. Okay. Nice. Do I want to Rocks here instead? I will Soft Boiled. I will Soft Boiled and play Prepara, which is the correct play. DP, wow. That's not going to do enough. That's vested though, right? It has to be vested at this point. So I wonder if they're going to... Oh, that's so much health. Zoroark's a good pin there, though. I'm just going to put my Rocks up and then play Prepare at this. I need to get the Rocks up at some point in the game. I wouldn't be surprised if they have like Heavy Duty Boots in the Vivillon or the Cerulege, or even the Jugulus, but at the same time, like I think we're fine. Awesome. What is the play here? Should I just be Soft-Boiling? I think I send out Zoroark regardless of what happens here. So I'll just Soft-Boiled and try and fish for a Para. I want to see what they do about it. And we actually can KO the Donphan with our Regieleki. We have, what is that? We have Terra Blast, just raw Terra Blast on it. So Donphan's at like 20-ish%. I wouldn't be surprised if they like pivoted in Donphan here and went for like a Rapid Spin just to get the Rocks up out of the board. That would tell me that they don't have, you know, those Heavy Duty Boots on those mons that they're trying to preserve. Probably like a Sash Vivillon, if that's what that says. Let's see. I think we've played this game pretty good so far. I'm running a little bit out of like resources. I know it looks weird, but like Zoroark's been shown. Like Lecky doesn't really work until Donphan's gone. So they're actually playing this really well, considering I've got like a lot of good reads. I think they are playing this very well. Is this going to be a setup mon, or is this going to be... Yeah, there it is. Like, that's a great play. So the good news about this is if you want to click Earthquake, you can't click Rapid Spin. And if you click Rapid Spin and get away with my Rocks, it won't KO, and I'll be able to take you out here, and then Lecky should be able to clean up. That's the good news. The bad news is I could have probably read that and just Ice Beamed last turn. That being said, Ice Beam's fine. Rapid Spin, cool. So foddering Donphan to get rid of Rocks tells me you probably have Sash Vivillon, and this is fine. I have no issue with this. Big Ice Beam, Blissey busted. Blissey busted. Here we go. Critical hit, yo. Blissey busted. You know we love to see it. All right, Halliburton's out here, man. All right, so what are you gonna send out here? Is it finally Cerulege time? I think Cerulege is great here, and I really wish I kept my Gardevoir alive. Like with the Trace on the Flash Fire would have been nice. Yeah, I think I go for Thunder here. I think you have to. I know there's some sort of weird setup set, but I'm looking at this. Like I would outspeed here and here. And that's big damage too. It doesn't look like it, but it kind of is. Yeah, I'm going to go for the Thunder. If I whip this and they go for like a setup move, that's bad, but I don't have any other real options. So, Bitter Blade. Awesome. Like, I'm super down to just fodder this mon. Not a problem with me. Alright, so are you Scarfed? They didn't show Orb. I'm not fond of, like, Regieleki. I'm thinking. I think I could send out Zoroark here and just go for the Night Days. I'm trying to see a situation in which that's terrible. The only one I'm seeing is if they're Scarfed. And if they are Scarfed, then that means I do have to go into my Regieleki. And then from there, it's going to be dicey. Yeah, that's fine. I think they could be Scarfed, though. I could definitely see it. Dark Pulse is good here. Yeah, I mean, it's almost too good. I almost want to go for a Sucker Punch, you know? I wonder if Sucker Punch would get that KO. No way. No way. I'm Night Days. You're not Scarfed. But if they weren't Scarfed, they would have set up last turn. Like, if they weren't Scarfed, they would have set up last turn. They might be, like, banded. I'd love to see a switch, if I'm being honest. Doesn't matter what they switch to. I just want this thing, like, off the board, because this is, like, a really scary mon right now. Maybe they're running some calcs too. I'll run some calcs in the meantime. Yeah, Cerulege has a base 80 defense, base 100 speed def. This Night Days will get the KO. I'm wondering if they have like Sash. Awesome. I'm so happy to see that thing leave. They know it's Zoroark, so. Nice. Yeah, I don't have rocks here, but like I'm good. Perfect. Zoroark busted. Okay. They knew that was there. I'm just running some calcs in the meantime. Yeah, it actually says Sucker Punch does against like a sweeper Saraledge, like Sucker Punch actually has % chance to KO. So I'm trying to think like if I could weak armor them somehow, that'd be super good. Night Days is obviously a big KO. Oh, actually, it might just be a KO. I forgot I have 88 points in attack. You know what? That's like not a bad line to save. Wish I had my rocks, right? This is Slowbro, right? He's paralyzed. I'm gonna rip the Night Days. I know that I'm pretty sure they're vested, but like this is good. This into Regieleki with like Slitherwing in the back should be able to clean up. Just gotta hit this move. Let's go. Night Days making plays. Okay. It might be the right idea to bring out Slitherwing here too. Slitherwing's neutral into this guy. And they're going to go for a fat Drain Punch, but if they live, which I think they are going to live, but then like I should be able to get the pin. And I don't think pivoting to something like a Slitherwing is the right play. I think I'm just going to rip the Night Days because they have to play through Para too. Oh my gosh, Zoroark busted. Oh, I'll take that all the way to the bank. All the way to the bank. All the way to the bank. I know you're vested, bro. You know, you didn't get paralyzed once the whole time you were fighting down my pussy, so we take those all the way to the bank. Dude, Zoroark's out here, man. Yeah, I put a lot of time and effort into, like, managing my illusions. This game, I really did a good job of, I think, pinning the Dawn fan and disguising Zoroark correctly initially. And from there, like, I think I was just rewarded with, like, the right speed tier pins for the most part. Like I said, I still haven't won yet. They still have Saraledge, which is actually a really scary guy, but I doubt it has, like, Protect. So I actually think if, like, you send out the Saraledge, I might just click Sucker Punch, go down, and then come out with Slitherwing and just close it up with, like, First Impression. It's weird. I'm using, like, a U-turn First Impression, Bug Terra, Slitherwing, and I'm not pivoting at all. But that being said, I think we're in a good spot. Here it is. Okay, so you have this thing and Vivillon, and you're setting up for Vivillon to... Oh my gosh, wrong button. Holy moly, that was almost dicey. You're setting up for Vivillon to be the Mon to win the game. It's pretty good into most of my stuff. That being said, I think I have the right lines. So that's going to be... I think I could just Night Days. Like, what's the worst case scenario if I miss? I just come in with Regieleki. Yeah, that's fine. Sucker Punch is so good here, though. You know what? I'm going to Sucker. Yeah. I want to see if I proc a Weak Armor, because if I do, like, Slitherwing just cleans it up. Yeah, this is fine. I'm sure they're going to be bulky, too, but at the same time, we're going to see just how much bulk they have. Endure. Okay, cool. Yeah, I have Sucker Punch, bro. So you are that Weak Armor move, and I didn't proc the Endure there. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, I'll just Night Days here then, because you're not sashed. Your Weak Armor. Your Weak Armor weakness policy, and I'm just going to KO you right here. Cool set. Let's see what they want to do. Yeah, I really liked the Sucker Punch option there. I think it was really good. It covered that line really well. There it is. Nice. Zoroark busted. And another crit. Yo, I'm gaming out here, dude. Life Orb Zoroark. Never leave home without it. This is the best game of my life. So Vivillon is the last mon. You just Flamethrower and stick damage. Don't risk the miss. Close things out. I think I started this game off by getting Shell Sidearmed on turn 2 or turn 3 for a poison. Maybe I'll get a burn. Yeah, I'm not seeing a way Vivillon gets this unless it's like some sort of weird Protect Lefties set. And it can go for sleep, but in this format, you can only put one thing to sleep. So if I let something get put to sleep and just pivot, I'm fine. Yeah, and we just go for the Flamethrower. And we should be able to take this one. pretty good game. So this is probably going to make us, I think, 2-1 in the standings. We had a really close round 1 against Owen. We won last week against Viz. And we're starting to climb. I'm starting to get a better understanding of this team. Here's their Terra. It's going to be Ghost Terra, which is good Terra, honestly. It's going to make our Flamethrower not get the KO. But, you know, damn, I should have just 9 days this guy, man. I should have. I could have, should have, would have, right? Let's see what they got. Are they Scarfed? No. Which means Lucky just gets it. There's that burn. Hey, you know what? We got it. I got what I wanted. I want it. I got it. Quiver. Oh my gosh. And now we just took him out because burn. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, that's like the funniest thing. I'm not even going to lose the Zoroark. All right, what's the right way to do this? What is the way to do this? There is a guaranteed win here. I think I can Sucker. And if you put me to sleep, then I'll just pivot to Slitherwing. And worst case scenario, Fodder Slitherwing, come in with Regieleki, win the game. Yep, that's fine. Yep, got it. Cool, we take those wins all the way to the bank. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this little battle where we got incredibly lucky. If you guys like this sort of content and you want to see more Draft League content, as well as some Reg I singles, some 6v6 singles, we do a bunch of cool singles battle stuff on this channel, as well as some Nuzlocke. So think about dropping a sub. And other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out. I'll see you guys next time.